If you achieve what you want to with Matthew, what's the end result?
Yeah, I think my end result would be that people really understand who Jesus is, what he taught, and that they become like him, that they become disciples of him who share his heart, his mentality, and who are then sent out by him in the end.
Are you doing anything along with the preaching series through Matthew that can both foster and facilitate that becoming good disciples who are becoming like Jesus, and maybe even to assess and measure some of that? Are you doing anything along with this series?
No, but I want to know how. So tell me.
It just was a thought as you were saying that, because oftentimes we put all our eggs in the basket of preaching. And if we're going to be honest as preachers, we have to admit preaching is necessary, but it's not sufficient for the full transformation of God's people.
Yeah. So we do community groups that kind of like help us, go deeper into these things.
So they're going to be following their sermon-based groups?
We do sermon-based small groups.
Yeah.
And so we're going through those, and, I find that to be really helpful in kind of internalizing, getting people to talk about these things.
Yeah.
But is there something else I could be doing?
Well, no, just a thought on the sermon-based small groups. Obviously you're going to have your groups doing that, but I think it'd be regularly helpful to dialogue with the leaders of the small groups for collecting stories. What are people learning? What are people hearing? How are people being challenged? Do you have specific stories of ways people have changed their rhythms or their life, so that you can begin to collect at least some anecdotal data of how the sermon series and how people are trying to embody. Plus, it also encourages your leaders in those small groups to be thinking in terms of, we're not just having a Bible study here. Our goal is to together as in a smaller group, we're a discipleship group. Like the 12 around Jesus, now we're 12, 13 in a home, and we're trying to figure out how to follow Jesus together. If you can paint that vision to those leaders and then ask those kind of questions, reinforce that, collect some of those stories, I think that could help.